So, the North London Derby has officially ended, and all I can say is, what a game. This game never, ever disappoints. There's a reason why this is the most anticipated game in the entire Premier League. And as always, we got everything that we wanted. And in the end, it was a completely one-sided game. Obviously, we got 5 goals today, ended 4-1 to Arsenal. And honestly, guys, the first thing I'm going to say is, Eze, take a bow. That was an incredible performance, right? Scoring a hat-trick on your first ever North London derby. That is absolutely insane. And look, at the end of the day, one thing I would say is this, right? It was basically a game of 2 different styles, right? One hand, you have a team like Arsenal who are currently on an up and up. They look like they are going other side. Everything is looking great. Everything is looking beautiful at Arsenal. They are currently 6 points clear now with the performance today that we saw today. And as far as Spurs is concerned, they had a great start under Daniel Thomas Frank, right? It was a good start. They looked good in the start of the season, but it's really fallen off in the past few weeks. And if you look at the form of both teams coming into this game, obviously Arsenal being the home team at the Emirates, they had the advantage, right? They haven't lost against Tottenham at the Emirates since 2010. Like come on, it's been that long, right? So everything was going their way, and considering the form they've been in, as far as their defending is concerned, their goal scoring, everything is looking great. And yeah, in the end, no surprises. I was not surprised. The first half, it was easy, man. Like, Arsenal dominated, obviously. I think Tottenham, you could see during the game in the first half, they were trying to waste as much time as they could, right? They were trying to, I would say, frustrate the hell out of Arsenal in that game, right? And, it was working for a few minutes, but in the end, Arsenal ended up getting that first goal, and they did not look back. Obviously, an amazing pass by Mikel Merino found Trossard, and an amazing goal by Trossard. And really, after that, the floodgates opened. Arsenal were just comfortable. Right before halftime, Eze getting his first North London derby goal, and yeah, second half nothing changed. He got his brace right at the beginning of the second half. Richarlison kind of brought the game back. Interestingly, made it 3-1. You were thinking, okay, first 10 minutes of the second half, what could we see? Could we see some changes? Could we see something different from Spurs? Nah, Arsenal, they were just comfortable. And in the end, Eze got his hat-trick. And honestly, he could have had a fourth. He had an amazing chance. Saka put it on a plate for him, and he missed it. And you could see he was very frustrated. And I like that about Eze. He's a guy you can see, man. The guy, he's got his head down, right? He's always a player who wants to get more and more and more. And look, at the end of the day, there's a lot of questions with Arsenal, right? And not necessarily Arsenal, but with the manager, with Arteta, right? It's always like, you've always had good starts in the title race, right? You've always had like points where you are clearing the table and everything is looking great. And then all of a sudden, everything just goes to shit right around the tail end of the season. And there's a lot of fans, and I feel like the difference is, I see something different with this Arsenal team this season, where I feel like they have learned a lot of their mistakes from the past few seasons. Now, I could be wrong, but I feel like Arteta has to win the league this season. This is the season for me, because you've got the players, right? There've always been a lot of excuses a lot of Arsenal fans always bring up, whether it's about, injuries or squad depth and everything else. Think about this season, right? They were active in the transfer window. They got a new striker. They got players like Eze, Hincapié, all of these guys, right? And, considering with the attacking power that they have, and their defense, how good their defense is, Arteta really needs to take advantage and get the win win the league this season. Considering you're seeing both City, Liverpool look like they've completely fallen off the title race, and City look inconsistent. Chelsea are like literally the closest challenge to them, who they will be playing next week, right? Next weekend. It's gonna be interesting, right? I feel like this first week, right? I mean, Arsenal have a very long week. They play today, North London Derby. They have a game in the Champions League against Bayern Munich, which is not going to be easy. And then they have the big game, another London Derby, this time against Chelsea. And really, that is going to be a huge game. And that's the game I feel like we're going to really see how good this Arsenal team is. Because this Arsenal team so far have been very impressive. But I feel like beating Chelsea it would basically give a lot of critics who are not Arsenal fans, right, like me, we could look at this and say, you know what, maybe this could be the season it can be done, because they don't have a juggernaut like City, like Prime City, on their necks to worry about, right? And with all of that all together, it's gonna have to take Arteta to shoot himself on the foot to mess this up. But as far as this game is concerned, Arsenal were absolutely top class. There's nothing else I can say. Beautiful performance, beautiful goals today, and yeah, North London derby, amazing. As far as Spurs is concerned, I don't know, man. Thomas Frank, it looks like things have kind of fallen off recently, man. It's not looking good. All right, they had a great start. I feel like the honeymoon period has kind of ended now, and it's quite interesting to see what happens now. Because look, obviously there were some players that they missed out on. One of them being Eze in the transfer window. They didn't get Gibbs White. Xavi Simons has not been the signing that they expected. But yes, still interesting though, because right now I feel like the league right now is so open. There's no teams really consistent right now, right? Apart from Arsenal, really, all the other teams are kind of like this. So I think with Spurs, right, there's still time for them to still be able to get back on their feet and do what they need to do so that they can still bring themselves in those Champions League places at the end of the season. But let me know what you guys are saying in the comment section below. What did you guys think of the North London derby today? It was absolutely amazing in my eyes, but what do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and peace, you guys. Take care.